How's it going, folks? IPAC instructor. I trust you're doing well. I'm going to bounce around a little bit here today, just kind of talk about some of the things that maybe you ought to just have on your radar and be taken into consideration. Got some notes with me, so here we go. One of the biggest concerns I'm finding is that we know that we're going from a Cold War and it's going to get real hot quick. Some are saying we already are in that hot war. President Biden has enacted the Defense Production Act when it comes to the production of circuit boards. I feel that we're going to start seeing a lot more of this. This just happened yesterday. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing a lot more of this when it comes to other items, ammunition, and so on and so forth, that we're going to run in short supply, thus obviously the need for it. We know that Russia has placed tactical nuclear weapons capabilities now in Belarus, which is certainly a provocation, much closer to NATO, right? And that's putting the people there on high alert. We're seeing inflation in other nations absolutely soar. And I know you say, well, these are maybe third world countries or something, but it's getting bad. Zimbabwe right now, as we speak, food inflation is at 264%. You think about that. Lebanon is at 139% food inflation, and Argentina is at 99% food inflation. You know, Argentina went through an economic collapse. I've done a lot of studying on it in 2001, and it's still prevalent till today. Many say that they have never recovered. I don't know if you guys remember, in a previous video I had discussed the Honduras was looking to separate ties with Beijing. With Taiwan, and establish a better relationship with Beijing. Well, that has taken place. Taiwan has officially lost ties with Honduras, and buddy now, that is Honduras with Beijing. A solar flare, there's holes inside the sun being reported where a solar flare can potentially, the winds from a solar flare traveling at 180 million miles per hour can hit the earth in the near future. Imagine what that is going to do to internet, cell phone, airlines, satellites, this YouTube channel. Should that thing hit us, man, you ain't gonna see my mug anymore. Folks, I can only encourage you to be consistently prepared. You know, in yesterday's video, I was talking about state of Illinois passing, or, hoping to pass a law that would allow non-citizens to become sworn law enforcement officers, essentially being able to carry a gun and arrest citizens. You know, I think that's setting the pace. And by the way, I got several calls and emails. I love you guys for reaching out. And I was looking at all the comments. They bring up some good points. You know, we start off with that. What is going to be next? The UN? We're living in an age of globalists, and the globalists wish to see sovereign nations lose their sovereignty, lose their borders, their language, their cultures. And it seems to be happening at a rapid rate as we speak. Biden says he cannot take any additional measures when it comes to the Second Amendment through his executive orders. He has done all that he can do. And in interesting news to me, Italy finally is getting a backbone and saying that they are proposing to ban all lab-grown meat in order to preserve Italy's food culture, heritage, history. I think that's probably a good decision, Italy. Although, side note, it's my opinion that these lab-grown meats and genetically modified foods are kind of in preparation for the future, when man has established bases, residents, corporations, militaries on other planets and in space. I know it sounds way out there, but you know, right now we've seen it. Millionaires can take a rocket ship, a spaceship, and visit space. You know, I keep telling my children that when they're my age or older, they will be able to take vacations. You know, it's just a thought. They'll be able to take vacations in space. And, you know, it'll be affordable at that time. Technology will have advanced. And, you know, for 10,000 bucks, you can do that. I believe that some of the lab-grown meats and foods are in preparation to be able to feed a population when that time comes that, you know, humans have made permanent, established communities in space. Could be wrong, just a thought, but, you know, that's something that has crossed my mind. Folks, all in all, it's getting real creepy and strange out there. Every day, you know, I encourage people to be prepared, whether you're in Chicago, you take my concealed carry class, whether you have water filters for that murky stuff back there, because we're seeing our water, it appears, you know, back to we're at a war, it appears that our infrastructure, when it comes to basic necessities, food and water, is under attack. You know, we saw that red alert when there was people flocking to the store buying bottled water in Pennsylvania. I think that was Pittsburgh. We saw that overnight a barge was trapped on the Ohio River in the state of Kentucky that was carrying, I could be wrong, 14 tons of methanol, which is poisonous if touched, inhaled, ingested in any way, and enough of it could cause a person death. And, you know, we saw in, of course, East Palestine, and it just goes on and on. Are they coincidences? Possibly. Are we in a war where there is sabotage and espionage and things going on that the leaders and the media just isn't going to inform us on because it'll cause mass chaos and panic? So, you know, they keep us out of the loop to, you know, keep us safe, right? Always the goal is to keep us safe. You know, get some water purifiers, man. I said it in my last video. Maybe the tablets or a straw. If you want to know what I personally have in stockpile, let me know, and I'll by all means keep you up to date or inform you on what that is. But we're living in tumultuous times, and the best thing you can do is be a prepared individual, right? And whether it be spiritually or mentally, physically, with the necessary tools to protect your family. So I can only encourage you, right? I feel that's part of my mission and my job is to encourage you. Also, if you would like to help out and check out the sponsor of my shows, guys, they keep me going. They help me get the news out, continue my ongoing training in Chicago. Visit my friends at laserstrikesystems.com. They are the sponsor of my show. Great stuff. I use them in every class, making you a more proficient shooter, whether it be shooting on the move, drawing from concealment, lets you know whether you are accurately placing those shots. So I would encourage you, check them out. Great people. Laser Strike Systems with an S.com. If you use the code IPAC, IPAC, there is a discount. If you use that code IPAC in checkout, you'll get a discount at that. They're great people, great small business, all-American pro-Second Amendment business. I'll put the link in the description as well, or just go to that website, laserstrikesystems.com. Folks, I appreciate you. I love you. And as always, stay safe.